I loves me some 1 degree of chunky B.
Speaking of Hail Marys, can we talk about that Flutie pass again? Real quick. Were you on the field?
I was on the field. Yeah, I was on the field. I wasn't in the game. I was actually there.
What went through your head while that thing was sailing through the air? I just want to know, man.
And I really thought for a long time. I said he didn't catch that ball. Phelan didn't catch that ball. I thought that ball hit the ground. There's no way. I still to this day think that ball hit the ground.
Man.
But that was quite a game, though. That was. They both guys, Bernie Kosar and Doug Flutie, must have thrown for 400 yards apiece in that game. It was incredible.
You've had some of the best quarterbacks thrown to you, like in the history of the game, right?
Yeah. They only get to be the best if the guy on the other end was catching you. And that was I.
Thank you.
All right, let's make sure.
The playmaker, baby. The
It's
playmaker.
not like I lucked up and got all these great quarterbacks. It's more like I helped make them those great quarterbacks. Let's make sure we got that thing in perspective.
Okay, first year at Dallas, rookie starter.
Man, I started I was the first rookie to start for the Cowboys since
You
Bullet
just
Bob
answered
Hayes.
that phone call, by the way.
Yeah, that's my brother, Derek. Hey,
He's on the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, D, you on the pod? I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you right back. He's all right. It's my youngest brother, Derek, speaking of family member. But, man, let me tell you guys. Yeah. I got to Dallas. Ken Norton Jr., I was the first round. Ken was the second round.
Ken Norton Jr.
Man, and we came in, and like I said earlier, hadn't lost any games, so we come in that first game playing Pittsburgh. I'm starting, first rookie starter, and since Bullet Bob Hayes. And early in the game, first quarter, I run a curl route. Rod Woodson was covering. I run a curl. Bam, bam, bam. Out the back gate, touchdown. I said, this is easy.
Are you serious?
They got him about to kill this game. I'm about to kill this game. 60 yards. Crazy, right? Hey, after that touchdown, they scored. And then they scored again and again and again. And then they scored again. We didn't score anymore. We lost that game. And I was in the locker room boo-hoo crying because I wasn't good. I hadn't lost many games. I was boo-hoo crying. And there were guys coming up to me. And this is when I really learned that it was different in the NFL. There were guys coming up to me and say, hey, son, this is the NFL now. Come on now. Come on. Got to stiffen up. Straighten up. Straighten up. Don't worry. We still going to pick up that check on Tuesday. I was like, are you joking? We just lost the game. You talking about picking up a check on Tuesday? I was like, oh, my God. It crushed all my thoughts about what the NFL was.
Really?
I'm thinking everybody in the NFL wants to be the best.
Yeah.
You want to be the best. You want to win. And I learned that some guys that had been around, they were just there now trying to make that money. And we went through that whole year that way. I was crying after every game. We went 3-13 that year. And everybody kept talking about, man, you might be doing all that crime, man. We making the money, man. That's all that matters. The next year they hired Jimmy Johnson.
Right.
And you know how in African-American culture we have no snitch. You don't snitch, I don't snitch, I don't snitch. I must lie. That's a lie. I snitched. I told Jimmy, everybody that touched me, that told me it was about money, I said, all of them must go. We won't win. We will not win with them here. They must go. And Jimmy, sooner he got rid of all of them. They must go. Because then, I got Troy in the next year.
Yep.
I got Emmett in the year after that. And we had the nucleus to build something. And we went from 3-13, 1-15, 7-9, and winning 3 Super Bowls in the next 4 years. Because we got rid of that mess. That mess that only wanted money. And Jimmy would always say to us, guys are coming in this league for a lot of things. They're going to come in for money. Some people come in for fame. Some people come in to try to get women. He says, and if you aim for those things, you'll never make it. But if we all aim for winning, all of that comes with it. And that's what I said, and he was right. And that's what turned the corner for us.
But, okay, let's just go back and walk us through that season 95. Wasn't that your biggest, what would you have?
Super Bowl season. Yeah, that was my best individual year.
1,600 yards, maybe 1,700?
Average over 100 yards a game, 1,600 yards.
That's crazy, dude.
I think it's still the NFL record. 9 100-yard games in a row, 9 800-yard games in a row, 11 for the season. which is still NFL records. You know, so that was a huge year. Yeah, big year for us. Big year.
I can't comprehend all the jewelry. 5-time Pro Bowl?
Yeah, Pro Bowl a couple times, man. We had fun over there too.
Break that down.
Pro
How much
Bowl
fun was
MVP,
that?
You know, I won the Pro Bowl MVP. Happened to win the MVP in my year with negotiating because I knew Jerry was going to say, well, Michael, you know, the system works great for you. You know, you go other places, it may not work the same. So that year, my contract was up. We go over and in the Pro Bowl, and I looked in, I'm in the huddle. I said, dude, listen. This is a contract year. I just want you guys to know I will be winning MVP over here this year to make sure I send the message. You know, but we would all come over like we're joking and having fun, but it always got serious in the end. Yeah. Jerry Rice, Sterling Sharp, Herman Moores, you know, Andre Rison. We would all say we're just having fun. We're not serious. It's the Pro Bowl, but it got serious. We always got serious, but we had some great times, man. We had some great times.
Who hit you the hardest?
The hardest hit I've ever taken was probably Vincie Glenn. We were playing San Diego, the first game, Troy Aikman's first game. And I wanted to say to Troy, I said, Troy, listen, man, whenever you're in doubt, just throw it, I'll get it. Don't worry about it. Because he was learning the offense at the NFL level. So wherever you're in doubt, just throw it to me. I'll get it. And this is the first preseason game. And Vincie Glenn was lined up at free safety. And I saw him move towards one way, away from me, and I was running a slant, and I saw Troy check 262, which means I have a slant route. And Vincie Glenn set that thing up. As soon as he snapped the ball, he just started sprinting for me. I said, oh, no, don't throw it, Troy. Don't throw it. You can see it happening. You can see it, right?
It was slow motion.
And it does. It really do. It slows down. I was like, oh, God. I saw the ball coming, and I saw him on a beeline. I was like, oh, God. And I said, you either catch the ball. I said, you can get out of the way and miss the ball. Or you can catch the ball and go to sleep. Now, the fact that I said, the fact that I had just told Troy, whenever you're in doubt, I got you.
So
I'm covering you. I got to go get the ball now. So I looked at it, I said, God, man, oh, darn it. Good night. Boom. And I went right. And I went out, man. It was funny. I got up. I was like, I'm all right. Yeah, got up and started walking towards the sideline. They grabbed me and said, hey, that. Our sideline is the other way. I was like, okay, my fault. Where do we go? But yeah, Vincie Glenn was probably the hardest hit.
Hey, Chunk, we had a Dallas Cowboy in that chair, and I wonder if they played in the same team. Jeff Rower, he was a linebacker.
Yeah, Jeff Rower. Yeah, I know Jeff.
Yeah, were you guys on the same team?
Yeah, he was there early on.
A little bit earlier than you, right?
Yeah, Jeff was there a little early.
But we asked him, remember, and we asked him, what was that moment where you realized, you know, all right, I made it in the NFL. Was it on the field? You know, you know what I mean? Like, you look around and you see 70,000 people in the stands, hopefully, and not if you're a Dolphin fan. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that moment for you?
Oh, man, that's a great question. Because you know what? I was getting on the field is something I always knew I would do. My girlfriend said to me when I was in high school, when I saw her years later, after getting in the pro, she said she's a teacher back in Fort Lauderdale, my old high school girlfriend, and she said, I tell my students now, you know, that I used to date you in 10th, 11th grade back in high school, and she says, I used to always hear you talk. Yeah, when I get in the NFL, I'm going to do this, and when I get in the NFL, she said, and I think she said, I didn't say anything then because I thought he's just talking, but you never said if. I always said when. When I get in the NFL, I'm going to do this. When I get in the NFL. So she said, she looks back now, and she's like, wow, he never said if. So I always felt like I know that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to play in the NFL. But my focus was not just playing in the NFL. I wanted to do great things in the NFL. You know, I come from that lineage. I come from St. Thomas, where we won, in Miami, where we had done great things at Miami. You know, I was on a team, what they call the team of the 80s in Miami, and then became the team of the 90s.
You were on a decade team.
Yeah, that's
all
so
decades.
And the Ring of Honor.
Right. So when you say they did this thing, they said the most hated college team, it was the most hated teams. I think we were one. They had Jimmy and I at number one, talking about the Cowboys, and then somebody else at number 2, and Jimmy and I number 3 talking about the University of Miami. So we were 2 of the top 5 and the most hated teams. And people just put that up when you win too much, and obviously we were winning too much.
Cowboys, America's team.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
and
nothing like
the
that,
reason
no.
why I'm just, even though we're friends and we've been friends for the last three years, and I don't mean to brag, but I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I do sneak you 2 oatmeal cookies every Sunday morning.
That's my man right here. He does, man. He knows that.
We started talking cookies a while back.
Right,
And he's like,
right.
if you want to know the best cookies on the run, you go to Subway's and get that oatmeal. I'm
Them
like,
oatmeal raisins so good, man. Oh my God, man.
and I don't make a
that's
scene.
so
I walk
good,
over there
man.
like
See,
we're doing some
slide
kind
them in my
of drug deal or
pocket.
something. I'm like,
Right. Slide it on in the pocket.
hey, what do I say to you? Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? I said, yes, you do. I appreciate that, buddy. But they are the best cookies in the world. And I'll go get on that airplane and pull them things out right out of that bag and start eating them every time.
And you know what he's doing? I got to do that damn podcast. I got to do that. He's giving me cookies. I got to go to his house.
I was coming, man. You're my man. And right now he's teaching me because he knows how to do these things with the camera.
Yeah.
And put it on social media. And so when I'm doing stuff, he's shooting it and messing around, and he does a great job with it. I said, man, you have to teach me this, man. You have to teach me this because it's great for getting up your social media
That's right.
people with videos and stuff like that. And I don't know how to do them, and he does such a great job at
And
them.
when we before you leave tonight, I'm going to show you a couple new ones I did. When you guys were doing the 70s stuff.
Yeah. That's some funny
Oh
stuff.
my God!
huh?
You know what I call you guys? I called you guys the Lords of the Laces.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I gave you all little nicknames and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I got to see that. I got to see that.
So my son was, he's always asking, about how his work, and I go, well, 88, he's known for his selfie stick. Look what I got the other day.
We got your stick.
Yeah. So you and I are gonna be like,
Yeah, gotta get some selfies in.
Yeah.
It's amazing what social media is, though, guys.
Crazy, right?
I mean, and you just got to get involved. I tried to stay away, said I'm not caught up in that mess. I'm too old for it. But you have to. You just have to, and it's just
Gotta keep up, man.
and it's a cool way to communicate. Like communicate good things. Like what I do when I go to games, I always take pictures with fathers and sons.
Yes, you do.
I make the father commit that no matter what, he's never leaving his seed, which is his kids, which are his kids. And then I make the little son. I said, man, you shake my hand and commit. When you grow up, you're not leaving your seed. One of the things that I want to do is try to help the fatherlessness issue that we have in this country. And I hope that one day when the kid grows up, he sees the picture and he says, "Oh, this is a great moment.
Right.
I want to make this moment with my kid and perpetuate what we're calling a generational blessing." Everyone wants to make those moments with their kids. So I always go out and I can take pictures and then tweet them out, committed fathers, and future fathers.
that's nice.
Things like that, little things like that. I love using social media for that.
I don't know if you realize this because we haven't told you, but you're dealing with 3 heavily dedicated fathers.
Yeah, I love that.
The 3 of us, children, married, same school. Gary and I and Andy came in shortly thereafter. We started our own charter school that is still
That's
open.
great, man.
This
That
was
is great.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
We all got together. Our school was a piece of paper. Nobody was in it. My wife is still the business manager of
that's
that
good,
same
man.
school. We've got 2 different campuses. It's called Ocean Charter. One's in Marina and one's out by the airport.
Man, that's great, man.
Yeah.
That is great.
And my kids were the first year. It went from kindergarten and they graduated in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are
Wow.
what you're talking about. And when I see that stuff,
you're on your post, man.
Yeah.
You're on
Yep.
your post,
Yeah.
man, doing your thing, and I love that. I love that.
and you know something, you got to think. It's a reason why you have it. It's a gift. God gave you something outside of football, and that is the love for your family and the love for life.
Right.
And you are so passionate, and I cannot believe you've got 500,000 followers on Twitter, and you've got people pulling. You got a camera guy like me slipping you an oatmeal and saying, "Hey, any chance to come to the Garage of Love?" And bam, look at us.
Yeah.
I know,
Look
man.
what's
That's
happening.
commitment.
people.
That's commitment.
It's an awesome feeling to be.
That's good people.
I get a
That's
slice
good
of you
people.
every Sunday,
Yeah.
which I count my blessings, man. I cannot believe
Yeah, me too.
I get to share that little
too.
bit of space with a phenomenal individual. 88. Look at me. I'm fucking
Yeah, you're getting a little
Yeah,
crazy
me
there.
too, man. Me
What
too.
I
I'm with you, B. I'm with you, man.
What
I'm
I see
telling you.
behind cameras and what everyone, you are the real deal. You're not only the playmaker that did great things on the field. You're the playmaker that helps families. You're the playmaker that looks the kid in the eye and gives them hope that they've never had before.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. And the numbers are incredible, guys. The numbers are incredible. You know, if you study it, because I study it, 90% of homeless and runaways come from fatherless homes. 85% youth incarcerated comes from fatherless homes. And we are right now about 30% Caucasian Americans having babies out of wedlocks, about almost 50% Hispanic Americans, and about 73% African Americans.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, when you look at the numbers on the back end, where those kids go that do not have a father, and then you look at the numbers that are on the front end, man, you say we got to do something. All of these kids are going to end up in bad places, and that's why I honor you guys for doing what you're doing, and we got to come together too and encourage each other.
That's
No
right.
doubt.
That's really what it is, because men, we gotta encourage each other, and we're funny about it, because we didn't grow up playing the little tea parties and all of that. And
No
talking
play dates,
around.
man. We didn't have
don't
play
do
dates,
that, right?
dude.
As a matter of fact, you're told not to have play dates. Be a man and shut up
That's
and don't
right.
cry. So now nobody's talking to anybody, and we implode. So it's a great thing that you guys have each other to lean on and encourage each other to keep going. That's what we're supposed to do. And I love using the game of football to push that message, because men can receive things if it comes through the shadow of sport, because we can keep on our toughness.
That's right.
As long
We
as
can
it comes
relate.
through. Right, we can
Yeah.
relate. It's through sports. We do everything through sports. Even when we started dating, we attached dating to sports. That's why we call touching her scoring.
Yeah.
First
You
base,
score.
second base.
Third, right?
I think you just broke my arm. I'm pretty sure you just broke my arm.
That is true too, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
Isn't that crazy? We are the crazy. I tell my wife, I said, baby, listen, you can't keep moving the needle. I come in, I mess up one time, I come in with flowers, it's all good. So I know I want to score points. Yeah. Next time I mess up, I come in with flowers. I don't want them flowers. I said, well, yeah, now I don't know what to do. The reason I love sports is because it's easy. Yeah. Who scores the most points, win. And I know what it takes to score points. I come in here, this time it score points, next time it doesn't. Can we keep this thing straight so I can know how to win around here? That's what we are.
Dude, that's the one thing we'll never figure out, my
We'll
friend.
never figure it out. But we're going to keep trying.
That's right.
We're going to keep trying.
keep
This
them
is
happy.
a fatherhood moment I had just 2 days ago with my daughter, 17 years old. She's going off to college. Freshman or sophomore year, she was turning, not going in the right direction. And then, what to be honest with you, it had a lot to do with me stop drinking. And then, even though I was
sure.
the dad everywhere, and I was like, coach, and I was always, having the bag. Then I decided, like, wait a second. If my kid's going in the wrong direction and she sees me down a 12-pack every night, I gotta tap the brakes and
What
drop
can
in.
I say to her? Right.
So I stopped drinking. She does a 180. Now she's getting straight freaking A's. But we get an argument 2 days ago, and I go, Riley, because I'm teaching her how to drive, and I'm like, when you go over to the other lane and I yell your name loudly, it doesn't mean I'm yelling at you. I'm just trying to stop you from hitting the car. Right. And I said, when you're learning, you're going to take criticism, so don't be so sensitive. And she goes, sensitive? You cry every day.
That's the truth, man.
That's all right.
I go, but these are emotional tears of joy most of the time. And, I'm like, I don't cry because someone calls me a motherfucker. I just say, I cry because you're, but
And you
you're talking
cry
about fatherhood.
because you know where you've been. And you know how blessed you are to even have these moments right now, to even still be around teaching your daughters, man. I go through that. Man, when I used to drop my kids off, man, I would come back home and pull up in the garage and just thank God and start crying like I can't believe it, man. I don't deserve to have all of this because I tried everything to screw it up. Everything.
That's crazy.
To screw it up.
I thought about this even before this interview. have been blessed with you do something with your dad and the love of your mom, but someone keeps pulling you in just as the wind is blowing and you're at the cliff.
Right. Always. My mom always said that. She said, baby, God got used for you now. He's going to keep you on a short leash now, you know, and no matter what you do, she always said, no matter what you do, you're going to get caught. And by golly, everything I got caught at everything. And we were kids just throwing rocks. And the window break. Bling, bling, bling. Everybody runs. They all knock on my door. Pearl, that kid there, he's going to be a problem. It was always me, man. I got caught at everything. And honestly, I look back, it was the best thing for me, getting caught at everything, because it gets you back on straight. Hey, I'm Michael, the playmaker Irvin, 3-time Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys, and I won an Emmy in broadcasting. And you're tuned in to 1 Degree of Chunky B.
I truly believe that you're still on this planet to be a messenger of motivation, passion, and integrity, character, and values.
Well, I love the what he's working towards. I mean, I think that's a really honorable thing to do, to help fathers and sons stay together, because you don't hear much about that, you know, and I think that's really, really great.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. And get this, guys, listen now, walk through, because I walk through airports and everything, and look in them airports, look at the magazines. You see every magazine saying everything about what women need and this and that and this. All we get is a man health and muscles. Nobody talks about anything going on with men.
That's true.
All we talk about are muscles. And muscles are not the thing that's making 80% of the suicides out here men. It's not muscles. It's a lack of an ability to share how we're hurting emotionally and what we're going through. A lot of the fathers that have lost their way and left their post and not with their kids, they, after the whole fame speech, some of those fathers want to come back. They want to get back in their kids' life, but they're so caught up in the fight with the woman. Mm-hmm. You know, they're so caught up, like, man, you got to let that go. Mm-hmm. You got to let it go. But, you know, you don't know how to let it go. You're a fighter. Oh, ain't no chump. I kept trying to make sure. It ain't about that. It ain't about you being a chump. It ain't about what she thinks of you. It's about what you got to do for that kid. And somehow, some way, you got to get rid of that fight with her and focus on fighting for whatever that kid needs to be the best that kid can be. And we all need that.
God, you know something? I promised myself I wouldn't get.
Yeah, but I'm an emotional dude like that too. I am too.
And you know something? I've seen you lose your cool, which in the big picture of losing cool, it didn't. But when something does bother you, and we don't have to go into details, but just a couple of weeks ago at the NFL, during a commercial break, you saw something you did not like.
Did not like.
And you're not afraid. But see, the beauty of that is you can tell, you go, here's my 2 cents, and we're going to fix it, and I'll get over it.
Right. And we got right back to work. We got right back to work and got back to fun. And I don't mind sharing the story because we got a report with one of the players in the NFL. And when you're a reporter, your job is to report. Mm-hmm. You can't give commentary on a report because you're giving the information and you have to let the people out there, the audience, make their decision. You can't comment one way or the other and you can't give commentary. I'm an analyst. I give commentary. Yeah. You are a reporter. You just report. You don't know which side of the story is real or right or wrong, so you just got to report. And this person reported the story but gave commentary. And I got upset with it because I do believe the reason God has me on that desk is to make sure that people understand that, a lot of these kids, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. But I always say I measure men in distance travel. Don't just tell me where you are. Tell me where you started before you tell me where you are. And then I shall measure you accordingly. And some of these kids, to watch their parents get killed in front of them, mom was a prostitute, dad was a pimp. That kid makes it to the NFL. That kid is to be honored for even making it to the NFL. Now, once we get them in the NFL, like Michael, kids like me, we have to undergird them because they may have the propensity to make bad decisions given their history. Yeah, in the places they've come through. And what I tell people, we have to discern the difference between a weakness and a wickedness. Weakness, we undergird and try to strengthen. The wickedness, the Aaron Hernandez, killing people right in the NFL, we just got to get rid of you, man. There's no fixing that. You know what I mean? But we got to make sure that we're giving those kids a chance. And when he made the commentary on the kid, I thought that was unfair. I thought it was unfair. You know, there's no case against this kid. These are just things that are out there, and for you to go back and give commentary, I thought it was unfair, and I made that known, and they knew I was right. They knew I was right, and they said, yeah, you're right. We'll address it. We'll address it, and they did. But we get back to work, and we got back to work.
Yeah, we did.
We let it go. We got back to work.
2 minutes later, we're joking again.
Right, we're back to joking.
Yeah.
But that had to be said.
Yeah,
that had to be said, because I would feel like I let God down on the position He's given me. If I don't speak up right now and say that was wrong, man, because I remember when people were giving commentary when I was screwing up. This is when I learned about it. I'm like, you're a reporter, man. You
probably heard
I can hear
some
I hear
crazy shit.
Oh man, all kind of stuff, man. I was like, you don't supposed to be doing. But then I heard it from reporters. Dude, you were with me a couple times. What are you talking about? How are you killing me? And I won't tell you his name, but he said, yeah, Michael, yeah, you're right. I was there, but you got caught. I did. I said, yeah, you're right. I understand. I got caught and you did, just like my mom said I would. Just like how she said I would.
Before we put a bow on this, now I want you to go through, I want you to relax, breathe. I want you to go through the files of We Can Never Tell the Story. Now, don't go to the deep file. Go to like a short little file. Give us a little, 88, back in the day. Give us a tiny little story.
Give us something in the locker room. Give us something.
Come on. What direction? What do you mean?
Like when you're partying and you do give us a little something like, you're not going to believe I did this. Like, did you run around campus naked? What do you mean?
I did a lot of things, man. Did a lot of things. Now, let me tell you, but I said earlier that I was glad I got caught because I'm one of those 100%ers. You know, you talk about how hard I work. I'm a 100%er. Bishop helped me with this. Bishop helped me in a great way. He says, exceptional people will have exceptional issues. They're not
failures.
Just exceptionals, right? They're not exceptional on one side. So you have to monitor yourself both ways. He will say, if you're not careful, because each of us have at least two of us and all of us. And we have to be careful to not let the kid in us kill the king in us. Because the kid can kill the king. Yeah. You know, making kid decisions and doing things. That's what the Bible says. I was once a child. I thought I was a child, but I had to put away childish things. So you got to make sure the kid in you are not killing the kid. And so when I'm coming up and I'm doing everything, oh my God, everything had to be more. You know, if I had 2 women, I had to have 4. When I got 4 women, I had to have 6. You know, whatever you do, it just had to be more. You always wanted more, and until it got out of hand. And I was like, wow, this is getting out of hand. Now, and then so when I got caught, oh man, listen, when I was, and I got caught in a hotel room with women, and we had drugs and everything, and it was a big scandal in Dallas, But during the trial and everything, and I'll tell you this, oh God, I'll give you this story. During the trial, you know, they got all my alias. I was checking in hotels under Jerry Jones, under Jerry Johnson and Jimmy Jones. I crossed up the owner and the head coach's name. Right. So when they got the file, when they got it all, they went to all the hotels I was going to, and I was so stupid. I would have, you know, I would get a room. I would have hotel room 103, 203, and 303, right by the elevators. And I would have a couple girls in 103.
You got to be kidding me.
203, a couple girls 3.
Nice.
And I'm going from one up the elevator, going to each room, coming up and down, right? And they had all of this stuff when we were going to trial. And when we went to trial, I'll give you this. They got the bag. They had my bag with all my little toys in it. And I'm not talking about the Toys R Us toys. Right?
Not the kid toys.
Yeah.
Oh, the king toys.
So we're in trial, and we call. I'm in trial. We call a session. They bring us in the back, and the judge declares you can pull out the marijuana, you can pull out the cocaine, and show it to the jury and all of that, and he said you can pull out the sex toys. You can pull out the sex toys. Because, you know, I get caught with all the women, you pull out the sex toys, but you can't turn them on. The kids go, oh.
That was his advice.
Inflamed the jury. Right? And I had a rascally rabbit. Yeah. I don't know if you ever seen a rascally rabbit. It was a little toy that went, and the little rabbit did. So they bring the bag out, and you know, I'm looking at the little jury and all the people at jury, little old ladies and all of that, and they start pulling out all the toys, and he was having any toy, and I know this guy did it on purpose. He pulls out the little rascally rabbit, and he said, he had this little toy vibrator, and he flipped on, and she jumped. I grabbed my turn. I said, we need to cut a deal. We need to cut a deal. They gonna get me. Said,
They turned on the rabbit.
I said, she shouldn't have done. They turned that on. We gotta cut a deal. Cut a deal. I was like, let's cut a deal and let's get out of here right now. Well, that little old lady, she had never seen that rabbit. I said, oh, cut a deal. We're going. It was so crazy, man. It was crazy. You know, it was.
God.
We were young, man. We were young doing stupid things.
That's
man.
hilarious.
Thank God. Oh,
That's
thank you,
hilarious.
Father, for bringing me through.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing me through.
No, let me ask you. Just, I know we're gonna wrap it up. I'm getting executive producers like, come on, let's wrap it. But just so I have a mental, visual thing, when you called the man and he delivered the goods, what was the measurement that you would purchase at a time?
What do you mean?
Blow.
Well, let me tell you how I did it. Remember, I'm all out. The man you called, I made the man my boy. You know, you just go get whatever we need right now. We got a party. You know, you get party in there. You just get stuff and, you know, you'll go get a couple ounces here, a couple ounces there, because you had the money. Just go get a couple ounces. I don't want to, we're going to be in here for a day or so. You know what I mean? And we're going to rotate them out. So then I tried to get slick later on. I said, you know what? Oh, this is a great story, too. Let me tell you this. I'll tell you this. Because I was going to so many hotel rooms doing the craziness, right? So I said, okay, I need to figure this out, you know. So I came up with the plan, why not just buy a house? Let's just buy us an extra house. I get all the guys together, we put some money in, and we don't have to go to the hotels anymore. We just come to this extra house. We called it the White House, right? All kind of things.
I get it.
It was right by the complex where we would practice. In the backyard, you can see our practice field.
Oh, my
Right there in
goodness.
the practice field. So it was a great idea. It was a great idea. And we had 5 bedrooms in this house, and always women over there. We always had women and a lot of things over there, right? And everything. But what happened is, you know, the people in the neighborhood would be coming home, and we got all these Mercedes, Bentleys, everything parked up in front of the cars. And then women coming in all the time, coming in. They're coming from the titty bars and the clubs and everything. And they're like, what's going on over there in that house? You know? What's going on? So we got crazy. Then when they called up about it, the media called about it, found out about it. I remember, I'll tell you who it was, Leon Lett. He called me. He said, Michael, man, we've been infiltrated. The media just called, asked about the White House. He said, we got to shut it down. I said, dude, I don't know if y'all watched that movie, New Jack City, right, with the Carter. I said, dude, this ain't no New Jack City. I'm not shutting anything down. What are you talking about? I'm not shutting. I didn't believe I should have shut it down then. I should have shut it down. Then it was all on the news. I was in meetings one day, and Jerry called me, when it was breaking around the news, Jerry Jones called me, and he called me in the meeting. He said, Michael, he said, do you know what's happening? They're breaking the story about, I said, oh, my God. I said, it went across my cat was right. I said, God, I should have listened to him there. Jerry said, what were you doing? And I was caught dead to right. I didn't know what to do. You know what I said to him? I said, boss, you're right. So I messed up. He said, Michael, what were you doing? Why would you have a house, bringing all these people over, doing all these things? I said, boss, I was trying to do the wrong thing the right way. That's it. He was like, are you serious? That's what I said. I was trying to do the wrong thing the right way, and I just messed up. I just messed up. That was my answer to it, man. I was trying to do the wrong thing. Right? I was just a kid. I was crazy, man. He just kept trying to go to the next level and do the next thing until it got out of hand.
When it crumbled down, what was more painful, the embarrassment or the financial hit?
Well, it was the embarrassment, the financial. You know,
you just had it rolling.
I lost, I lost millions of dollars in all of it, but it was more the embarrassment, man. My wife, oh my God, man, there were stories breaking and everything. I had to walk in the house.
Oh yeah.
My wife's story. Oh, Michael caught in the hotel room, women and drugs. I had to walk in my home, and I'll never forget driving home, coming up with everything like, oh my God, man, what am I gonna say, man?
How long did you sit in the driveway?
The whole drive home, it was like, oh my God. And then you know how we get when I know I'm wrong.
Oh,
but
man.
then I'm saying, darn it! Nobody understands how much pressure I'm under. I got to take care of everybody. I got 16 brothers and sisters. See, this is me trying to turn this thing now. Yeah. I was under pressure. And I wanted an argument. And I walked in the house, and the first thing she said to me, she said, don't say a word to me. She said, listen, God already said I'm your wife, and I'm not going anywhere. You go make your peace with God. I was like, wow.
That's a good woman.
Wow.
Let me tell you what she did, which was brilliant. She took the fight from between me and her, which I thought I could win in the end, and made it between me and God, which I had no way of winning.
Can't win that one.
I was like, oh. Years later, right, when we got ready to build our house, she was looking at the property, and she tells me, she said, doves flew over our property. This is the property. God told me to buy this property. Doves flew over it. And I said, okay. And Jerry Jones was trying to get me to buy some property in Frisco, Texas. Deion Sanders was trying to get me to buy some property in Prosper, Texas. And my wife wanted us over in this area called Kingsgate in Plano, Texas. And I had told him, I said, well, yeah, my wife told me the doves flew over the property over there, guys, and God told her that's the property. And he said, man, you got to tell your wife that ain't God, man. Got good property for you over here, Michael. You can build right here. And Deion said, man, you got to get out here. We can run this whole city. We can make Prosper our little city, man. We can do, I got all the commissions. I got all the people in the city working together. And I thought about it, and they had some good points. But I came to the conclusion, and I said to Jerry and Deion, I said, listen, guys. I said, now, you want me to go home and tell my wife, when I was coming home from that hotel room, that was God that she heard, but when the doves flew over, that was not God? I said, I don't think so. We're going to buy the property that the doves flew over. I said, not me, buddy. I said, I want her to know, okay, if you heard from God the first time, this was God the second time. I mean, she's right. The property, the value has skyrocketed, and not so much in those other places. That was an amazing thing to me. I tell her that all the time. She was so right.
Yeah. And that's the home you're in now.
That's the home.
That's the beautiful home you have that you just got the lights done and the decorations.
Yes, that's the home
right
we're in now. That's
why
our home.
That's why I was excited for you to pull up to my house and see my lights.
Yeah.
And I did them. I did my lights. And I was on the ladder.
Everybody's getting on me like, Michael, you didn't do your lights. Like, dude, you're right. I didn't do my lights. I can't.
I got people to do my lights.
I can't get up in that house, and I'm busy anyway. When I post that, they said, "Man, that's your home." I said, "Well, that's what I pay for. I'm never there because I gotta pay for it. I'm working all the time. It's my wife's home. She let me sleep there sometimes. She let me sleep there sometimes.
How's her shopping binges? What's going on?
It's my baby though. And you know what? And she likes shopping. She loves shopping, and that's okay. I tell her, you can have a shopping problem, because I don't mind. I'll go make some money so you can have your shopping fixed. But, she doesn't go out. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do anything. She's home. So I couldn't imagine being married to somebody like me. You know what I mean? It's like it'd be a tough thing. So I'm so blessed to have her and to have that stability. She's just the best. She's the best.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you, people, will you ever come back?
Oh, yeah, man. This is cool, man. Yeah. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
All right.
I enjoyed this.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, look at me. I need your undivided attention because I'm about to say goodbye to you. Sometimes when you get that sunshine, that ray on a cold, cold day, or on that super hot day, a cool breeze it takes over and makes you feel better. That's how I feel every Sunday morning when I'm with this guy. We are blessed and lucky, I feel this way, to have him in my week. And I'm not just kissing up.
Appreciate
I
that.
genuinely feel and read the cameraman next to me. He's like, dude, Let him do his job, man. Because I want to have fun with you.
He's crazy too. He's a funny
crazy,
dude, man.
But I got the
Him and
videos,
his jokes and all this
Oh,
stuff.
I know. He can shoot anybody up.
Anybody with that, man.
But what I'm saying is, when you find somebody that is good as 88, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, grab on and support them, support the dads, and listen to what he's got to say, because it's pockets of wisdom that you can't even write, you can't even buy it. My name is Chunky B. You are in the Garage of Love. That is the Playmaker 88, Michael Irvin. That is Gary Adler, and that is Andy Davey. I am Chunky B. Be real, be kind, be cool. We just did a podcast, everybody.
All right now.
Oh.